Now we'll turn our attention to Bayelsa Investment Forum. It's been going on for a while. It's an annual event, we understand. But His Excellency, Governor of Bayelsa State, Seriake Dickson, joins us now to talk on this matter. Morning, and thank you for joining us today on the program. About the Investment Forum, I do know one of the previous editions that were held, the first two or so, there was so much anticipation that people were going to come in and invest. But let me start by asking, ever since those sessions that you've had, wooing people to come in, are the country people responding to it?
Well, Chamberlain and my other country people, thank you for having us. Thank you for being with us, at least in spirit. Yes, we had a wonderful inaugural summit last year. And there was a lot of interest expressed by various investors, and I can report to you that we've made a lot of progress. So many MOUs were signed, and a lot of conversations have gone on in terms of how most of those projects can move into reality. Right now, we have finished the design of the industrial park. We have also, working with some people who came to indicate interest, acquired and provided a place for power investors to go. And we are also working on agricultural investments. Right now, there are a lot of people who from last year till today are building major aquaculture farms. There's a big cassava plantation going on, and we are making progress, really.
Your Excellency, we know that this second edition would be like a build-up on the inaugural one. Can you say how much of investment that has come into the state since that inaugural event?
Well, as I said, there are partnerships. There are partnerships that are on. We are starting from ground zero, don't forget. And for us, any progress is progress well made and appreciated. We don't expect to be Dubai overnight. That's an aspiration. We are pursuing an ambitious program of expanding the base of our economy. But take it from me, we have made a lot of progress, and we are building on the successes we recorded last year, and progresses have been made. A lot of the businessmen are around, and we will advance conversations that were started last year.
Well, Governor Dickson, it's good to see you again, and it's a good thing that you're hosting this again. But, you know, a lot of people will say that this can only be rated because these conferences are not cheap. And their effectiveness and, effectiveness will only be measured in terms of what eventually accrues to the people of Bayelsa State. So far, so good. Can we say that we've seen tangibles the Bayelsa people can hold on to and say, this is what we've reaped in terms of these international conferences that we've hosted here in Inaugural?
Well, first of all, conferences are not only good when they take place in Lagos. We have told you we are making a lot of progress. There are people who are on ground who are looking at opportunities. There are people who since last year have started conversations with us. And I've told you that there are farms going on. There's a cassava farm at Ebedebri going on. There are fish farms going on at Obogoro. You are in Lagos. So you need to come down probably to look at how things have gone. And we have power investors. Some of them will go to look at the areas that have been mapped out since the last conversation, since the last summit. Sometimes many of you are too far away from what goes on in this side, and you sit down and compare places to be like Lagos overnight.
You see, that's the reason you should have invited us, Governor Dickson. I know the channel's television is there, but you ought to have ensured that we did not miss this particular conference. But, you know, looking at jobs, I mean, how many jobs are you looking to create on the long run? You say you have an ambitious plan. You want to be
look, our program is practical.
Yes.
The investment forum is not a talk shop, as I said yesterday. It is actually a practical concept. What we are working on for this year, we are zeroing in on power. You know, we have a lot of gas in this state. We are focusing on areas that we have comparative advantage. And going forward, our position is this. If we have gas and we have people who come in to indicate interest in building power plants, and we generate power, then we'll be able to now attract manufacturers. We'll be able to attract people who will come down and set up businesses. So for this year, we are focusing on power. And don't forget, it's a practical thing. Shell already has a $4 billion gas gathering facility where the power hub we have created lies. So Shell is already there. And the NIPP project is also already there by the federal government, the one that was that has been privatized also. So we have the power hub there. And what we are showcasing this year to our partners is that, look, very close to that place, we have decided to create the industrial park. We must begin the journey of industrialization. Today, we see major cities, companies, factories, industries are there. These things didn't happen overnight, Maokwe and Chamberlain. So that is the journey Bayelsa has started. So if you're asking me how many jobs we are going to create, we want to create as many jobs as possible.
Now, power and
the
gas,
basic foundation must be laid.
Yeah. Power and gas plants sound like, you know, very highly technical things. Yes, there'll be manpower employed from Bayelsa in the building process. But can you also say categorically that your state has the manpower to fill these positions, especially the very technical positions, shortly when they come on stream finally?
Well, Maokwe, again, this is one area. This is one area you guys don't know much about what is going on. For your information, this is the state that started the first NIPP, independent power plant in this country. We have been running on our independent power plant at Imiringi since the 80s. It was started by the late Chief Melford Okilo. I have just revamped it. We virtually have a brand new one, and we are extending power to almost most of our communities in this government. We've been able to achieve that. So if you're talking of knowledge, know-how to run a power plant, we are the people that should be teaching every other state in this country. To answer you, yes, we have abundant manpower, which we are prepared to even export.